everyone, good morning. It is actually the morning. I got stuff to do today, which means I'm gonna test out a foundation. It's been especially hot lately. It's the middle of summer here. It's been in the high 80s / low 90s with a humidity of essentially 100%. It's been more like 80-90%, but still. It's disgusting outside and I need a foundation that will last through all of that sweat and heat and yuck. And I think a lot of you all are thinking the exact same thing because I've been getting a lot of requests lately to test out this foundation from CoverGirl, which is not new. I think this has been out for at least like half a year now. I remember when they came out with the active line of products, they had sent most of it to me, but not the foundations if I'm remembering correctly, and that's why I haven't tested it yet. But in any case, this is right here, the CoverGirl Outlast Active 24-hour foundation with sunscreen in it. It's a SPF of 20. This was, I do believe, around $10 when I bought it at Target. And I got the shade 810 Classic Ivory. It looked like the shades didn't go too fair in this line. There are 18 shades, at least online. I don't feel like they had 18 shades in store, but maybe I'm wrong. This was this the third to lightest? Second to lightest? Something like that? Anyways, this is, they claim anyways, sweat proof, transfer proof, humidity proof, up to 24 hours of wear and will not clog the pores. CoverGirl also has very recently, I feel like within the past year or so, become cruelty free, which is awesome, especially for a huge drugstore brand. That's great. They're Leaping Bunny certified, and they do say specifically to blend this out with a sponge, so I will definitely go ahead and do that for the best results, hopefully anyways, according to them. And yeah, I think that's about all I can tell you right now. I'm excited to test this out because I'm certainly in need of all of the things this claims it's going to provide, and I'm excited to share my experience with you all. So I guess that's about it for now. Let's go and hop on over into my daylight, and then we can start testing. Alright, so we are going in with no primer today. Face has been washed and moisturized though. I don't know why I feel like I should give this a shaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. One thing, unfortunately, these do not come with a safety seal, so a lot of the ones in Target anyways had definitely been opened. Ooh, yeah, that smells like sunscreen. There you go, there is the consistency. I think it's also got kind of a fruity smell to it, kind of like a shampoo, which I would really rather it didn't. Especially when it says that this won't clog the pores, but fragrance tends to not necessarily clog the pores, but definitely irritate the skin. This is looking kind of lovely, my friends. It's giving, I guess it didn't say what kind of coverage this was going to give, but I would say it's definitely giving like a medium coverage, a light medium coverage. Very natural looking. I just get so frustrated when companies put fragrance into their foundations. I would rather have the foundation smell like awful chemicals than have it smell nice and delightfully fruity. Truly. Maybe I am alone in these thoughts and feelings, but who knows? So there we go, with one layer on. Like I said, I think it's looking really good. I do want to see if it can build up a little bit in some areas, just for science purposes. For those of you who want a bit more coverage, we may as well go ahead and see if that can be done. The sponge is definitely good for applying. I can see why they recommended it. It's really making it go on nice and smooth, sinks right into the pores. It looks really nice and natural. Got a bit of a dewy finish, I guess. Maybe like a mix between a dewy and a satin. But there you go. As you can see, this looks pretty good. It definitely evened out my skin. but it still looks pretty natural, and you can certainly see, you know, imperfections through the foundation, some redness from blemishes and that sort of a thing. Like I said, it's got kind of a dewy-ish finish, which has me a little nervous just because this is supposed to last through the humidity and stuff, and so I wouldn't think that this should be added any dewiness, if that makes any sense, but in any case, there you go. I'm gonna go ahead, put on the rest of my makeup, and get on with my day here. Got brunch with some friends, some errands I need to run, some stuff I need to get done. I'm going to happy hour to get some drinks with some people tonight. It's gonna be a busy day. It's gonna be a hot day, and I am excited to bring you all with me as per usual. So I will see you all in just a second here. Hello, my friends. I feel like long time no car check-in, but I just got to I think I told you guys I'm going out for drinks with some friends tonight. I got here early because, okay. Traffic has been insane, and I overcompensated for once. Anyways, I figured it would be a good time to check in here. My foundation, it feels fine. I know I'm looking a little bit oily. I don't know that I need to really blot, though, but I figured I would just show you guys how it's looking before I head in, since I have no idea what the climate is going to be like in there, if it's got AC, or if it's like an open pub thing again, or whatever, so I figured I would show you the foundation. Hopefully you were able to see that. I know it's kind of like starting to gather around my nose. Just, my friend Katie pulled by and her face is... Okay, I'm gonna go say hello. I'm excited to see her. It's been a long time. Bye! Alright, hello everyone. Good evening. It is the end of the night here. Final check-in. Boy, it's been a long day. I can't remember the last time I have worn makeup, foundation, etc. for more than 12 hours. It's been about 13 hours here, and the foundation is not looking great. But it's not looking too bad, all things considered. I certainly was oily. I blotted after I showed close-ups of the foundation, so no worries. You are seeing the unedited version of the foundation there after 13 hours. I was definitely oily again, but I didn't feel like it looked too awful. It looked like a normal amount of oily, and I certainly have noticed that it has faded, like around my nose, and that's sort of a place where I am the most oily. And while it is transferring, you know, on some areas, slash most of my face really, it's really not transferring that bad. So overall, I am certainly on the positive side of things in terms of how I'm expecting this foundation to wear on these next couple of days here when I'm using a primer underneath it and everything. I think that's definitely going to help with the way that it fades and wears. And yeah, as always, I'm excited to take you guys along with me to see that journey. So I will see you all in just a second so we can talk about that. Ready? Ding! All right. Hello everyone. Good evening. It's the end of my last day of testing here, and oh, when's the last time you saw me this happy at the end of a foundation review? Oh, my people, my people. I'm a happy camper. So if that hasn't spoiled it enough, let's take a look at these past couple of days here since I first tried out this foundation. On day 2, I went ahead, I was a little nervous, I used my Smashbox primer. I just wanted to see if a more hydrating base type of primer was going to mesh well with this. I didn't think it was going to, but I wanted to see anyways, just in case, you know, for people with dry skin or something who do use moisturizing primers, etc., to see if this would be good for them too. I also went ahead and used a little bit of concealer so I could use a lighter layer of foundation. All that being said, it went on super smoothly. The foundation did with a sponge, just like it did before. I was able to build the coverage a little bit still, and overall I just thought it looked gorgeous. Had a nice satiny, dewy kind of a finish at first, just very natural and skin-like, at least to me. And then I had gone thrifting and stuff with my mom, so video to come soon, a thrift with me video, so I know some of you will be excited to hear that. But Cassie of the past, I'm gonna pass this off to you and let you talk to the people, tell them how you were doing. Oh hey, thanks Cassie of the future. Wow, passing it off to me, that's so nice of you. I figured I would check in. foundation. Just got done doing some thrifting, and I'm feeling like I could use a face blot. How does my foundation look, Mooty?
It looks good.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay, I haven't looked at my face, so...
I think it looks good.
Okay.
I can't see my reflection.
That's a plus. My concealer looks a little weird underneath one of my eyes for whatever reason. It's really...
North 100. That's probably where I want to go.
Totally.
Is it right here?
I love when my mom asks me for directions. That's when I know she's really lost. If she's gonna rely on me.
I'm more just talking out loud.
Oh, you're not asking me.
No. I know better than... At least it didn't show it.
No. Looking alright. Looking alright. Alright. Alright, Cassie of the future. You can take back over now. Tee-hee, tee-ha. Alright, thank you, Cassie of the past. Very much appreciated. I'm sure the people appreciate your opinions as well. At least I would assume that is why you are watching this video. Anyways, at the second check-in of the day, it was about 7 hours in. I was a little oily and looking a little oily. I didn't feel like I needed to blot or anything, but I just figured I would for good measure type of a thing. And it looked good. Blotting helped, took that right away, and it didn't cause any transfer. Again, it was really good, I thought. And then at the end of the day, at about 13 hours of wear, I still thought it was looking good. Like, yeah, a little faded and stuff in certain areas here and there, as a foundation tends to do after that much wear. And considering, you know, sweating in the humidity and all that stuff throughout the day, I thought it faded really gracefully and looked really nice. So I was very excited to keep on testing this, especially to try it out again today on day 3 when I used my Holy Grail primer, my GRAIL Lawn primer. So I went ahead and I put that on, and I also went ahead and used concealer again today so I could continue using a lighter layer of foundation on my face in the hopes that it would just, you know, last longer and everything, not be as heavy in this hot summer heat. And again, I thought it looked beautiful upon initial application. It just really does look very skin-like. I wouldn't even say maybe, yeah, you know, you can tell you're wearing makeup, wearing foundation, but like I said, it looks like a very lightweight, natural foundation and gives a decent amount of coverage too. Obviously the concealer does its own thing too, but you know, it's decent enough coverage. I'd say a light, medium light, however you want to say. And today, you guys, even though I was out and about doing errands, grocery shopping, post office, all that good stuff, had trashy TV night with my mom, etc., etc., I've had this on for about 10 and a half, almost going on 11 hours here, and I haven't blotted at all, you guys, today. Not at all. That's why I haven't checked in yet. I had my camera with me so I could, but I honestly just wanted to kind of put this foundation to the test. I was feeling slightly oily, maybe about 5-6 hours in as per usual, but it was only a slight oiliness that I was feeling, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna see how this does through all of my oil throughout the day without any taking off of the oil. And you guys, I still think this looks great. The transfer is minimal to nothing. Like, I'm just so impressed. If I'm remembering correctly, this reminds me a lot of the CoverGirl is it called the Soft Matte BB Cream or something? Do you guys remember that one? Do they still make that? I used to love it. It was the Clean Matte, that's what it was. I really loved that foundation. I'm pretty sure I decluttered it because it was just really old at some point, but this Outlast Active stuff is definitely reminding me of it, minus the fragrance. I wish there wasn't fragrance in this. I'm starting to get into the pros and the cons, so let's go over them, shall we? Let's do the pros first. Let's start things off positive. First off, it's got really easy application, nice and smooth with a sponge. I really like the application. Also, in terms of application, it is semi-buildable. You're not going to get a full coverage finish. I really don't think that this promises to give a full coverage finish, but if you like a light to medium type of a coverage, I think you're really going to like this. Plus, it works with concealer, so if you need that extra coverage, you can go ahead and do that. I love the finish on it, that nice skin-like finish, you know, just kind of a satin satiny, dewy look, and even with my oils, I think it still looks very nice and natural and pretty and not overwhelmingly greasy. In terms of, you know, when my oils come through, even then, I would say this is a mostly slash all the way lightweight foundation. It really does feel good. I don't feel worried touching my face throughout the day, even when I am sweaty and stuff. Like, I'm so in shock every time I touch my face. This truly is almost completely transfer proof. Every now and then, you know, if you go in particularly hard for a scratch or something, yeah, it's gonna come off. But for the most part, especially, you know, on blotting sheets or just like a slight touch or scratch from the finger, you're not getting transfer, and that's amazing, especially during this hot heat and humidity, at least where I am living and most places in the States. And then in terms of the cons on this stuff, first off, I am gonna say that the shade range is a con. It's not terrible from what I can remember, but at least what they had in store, it wasn't super diverse in terms of the shade range. I would certainly say if you have fair skin, you're probably not going to have a shade in this. Definitely light skin, definitely medium skin, but from what I remember, there really weren't many, if any, dark or deep shades in this line, so I am going to have to say the shade range is a con. And then also the fragrance in this, while I don't think it's broken me out at all, you know, I've only been using it for a few days, so it's hard to know really if it's gonna end up breaking me out. I will let you guys know because I will absolutely keep on using this foundation. I love it, but it's a con to me that there's fragrance in this. There's no need to do that. I don't care if it smells like a foundation or if it smells slightly chemically or whatever from the sunscreen and stuff. I would so much rather that than have it be fragranced and even risk giving me breakouts. But that's it. That just... I don't want to prematurely say the L word, but like, I'm really, really liking this foundation. There, we'll keep it at a like. How about that? So thank you all, even though this is not a new foundation, for suggesting this to me. I am so happy to have tried this out, and I am so pumped, even though this has no pump, to keep on using this. I actually love that it's in a squeezy bottle. It's nice and easy. So yeah, let me know if there's any other foundations you guys are super curious to have me test out. I really do appreciate it and love it when you guys let me know in the comments down below what you are looking forward to seeing me test on my skin here. I hope it was helpful seeing how this foundation worked on my oily skin. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if it was helpful, if you enjoyed the video, and also if you have tested this foundation yourself. What kind of skin do you have? Did it or did it not work for you? Oh boy, Figaro is going to try and destroy my string lights back there, my little fairy lights. Please don't do it. Please don't do it! I know a lot of you say to be careful with these salt lamps around cats. My cats thankfully have shown no interest in it, plus they're always shut in this room, so not the cats, the lamp is, the cats are shut out of the room. So thank you for your concern, but they are safe. My cats are way more interested in those string fairy lights than they are in that salt lamp. But anyways, like I think I was saying, please, comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful by giving me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!